welcome back to Roots, Rituals, and Real Talk, the podcast where we speak on all things occult, community, and creativity. We're your hosts, Lapis, Lazuli, and
Brown Sugar Soul.
in today's episodes, we're going to talk about some things that are near and dear to our hearts, the moon cycles, and how that correlates to our menstrual cycles, and different rituals that we have correlating to those things, daily rituals, monthly rituals, things that we do to keep our energies and our spirits clean and focused and all the things. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So moon cycles, menstrual cycles. That's our first topic of the day.
Yes. So, I just came off of mine a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So happy to be back.
Same.
Feels like I was a whole different person.
Yeah.
And it's not even necessarily that I didn't have control of myself.
Mhm.
It just emotion, like hormones are wild. Are a really wild thing.
They are.
IUDs and things like that are wild.
Birth
So
control.
if you take those,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because they make your hormones. They make you feel weird.
Yeah.
I think I even read something somewhere about like if you're with the partner and you were on birth control when you met them.
Mhm.
There's some type of like once if you were to get off of it, you might feel like I don't know that I like that nigga like that.
Yeah.
And I experienced that shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I feel
That's
that.
how crazy it is. Like
Yeah.
it changed your whole perspective of other people.
It does.
Because you're not who you are.
Yeah.
On birth control.
And you know what's crazy? I remember my mom telling me she was on birth control for like 20 years. And she said that like it was normal. And I'm like, bro.
20 years.
Yes. She had my sister when she was like 17 and then had me at 37. So exactly 20 years. And I'm like, why in the hell? And you were married, were you on birth control that long? But she was like, I don't know. I just got on it and I didn't get off. And I'm like, I absolutely don't want to be.
She was taking
it was taking a toll on her. No, she was taking the pill, I think.
How do you remember to take it? Remembering to take it, but for me,
yeah,
I could not remember to take that pill at the same time every day to save my fucking
and
life.
I hated the alarm that you would have to set for it. Like,
and you would ignore it because you were nowhere near that thing. Like, shit's crazy.
I remember going on a trip having to do it, and like people look at you and your phone going off, and I don't want nobody to see my little birth control thing.
Girl, I've had them all. I've had the patch, which I actually like the patch. Before the ones that they have like right now, they used to stick better. But the only thing I didn't like about it is that it would leave like a residue because you got to keep it on for a week.
Oh shit!
And I would put it on my back. And sometimes I can't reach my back to clean it all the way off. But it was perfect. Like I like that one better than everything else. I had the one in my arm. Like I've
always been scared of the one in your arm.
I had the one in my arm and still with the little scarf. Oh. But I took that one out. And
on your own?
I think I only had it for a year, and it's for up to 3 years.
Oh wow!
But that one really made me feel not like myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, birth control.
Birth control is not fun. I've been off of birth control for at least 4 years. Really, like 5, I think.
Man, I've been longer than that.
Yeah. I was like, we just gotta be careful.
Well,
don't shoot the club up.
I mean, but then I don't even remember it. I don't remember the club being shot up.
See?
But like, it happened and we didn't even know. Well, I feel like he knew before I knew that I was pregnant. But like, girl,
man, all I know is if I'm pregnant, I better be the got my nut too. I need to have also orgasm if I'm finna get pregnant. Because what are we here for?
When I tell you that, like, it was so wild. I don't know how to explain it, but just know that you probably will.
Honestly, I know what you're talking about. Because if he See, I feel like we need to pause this because
is it supposed to be family friendly?
Probably not. I would hope not. But also, you got kids. Why y'all listening to this? Well, I mean, I guess your kids can do rituals too, but if you have a vagina and if it's bleeding, then you should know the good and the bad about it. So
I feel that way.
You're right.
Yeah. But if we can keep it PG.
Okay. Well, I'll just say.
You already said shoot up the club. They already gonna ask their mom. What
does that mean? Well, just only in a metaphorical sense can he shoot the club up and you also enjoy it. Because not in real life would that happen.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But moon cycles, menstrual cycles, you have the time when you're on your period. If you're like any woman that has had a period, you probably have felt irregular at some parts of the month. And I've realized I have PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So, like, there's times in the month where I feel really, really sad. And I feel like leaving my nigga one, which is, I told the doctor, I was like, he's great every other week of the month. But then this week, I'm just like, I don't want you no more. Or I just don't like you. So maybe there's something wrong here.
I feel like I have that too, though.
Yeah.
But I don't know to what degree. Like, I got so mad at Mikhail the other day about fucking salad.
Yeah.
When I tell you I screamed at this man, why the fuck did you not give me a salad? Because I told him that I was making a salad. I told him I'm finna make some chicken to put in this salad, this Cobb salad. Exactly. And he was like, I'm gonna get us some snacks because I'm hungry now. So he goes to get us snacks. Girl, when I tell you I was so mad, he brought me a Caesar salad. I'm yelling at him like I done lost my fucking mind. Then I had to be like, you know what? It's not that serious. I didn't have to go off on you like that. But why the fuck did you... He talking about I'm gonna get you some chicken, and went and got me a fucking salad. Got him a chicken sandwich.
And you were cooking already.
And I was gonna make me. I thought he was gonna bring some chicken home, and I was just gonna cut that chicken up so I didn't have to cook.
But he brought a salad.
He brought me another salad.
And the salad didn't have no meat in it.
But I was on my cycle, so I'm like, you know what? This makes sense why I'm so mad about this. Because I wasn't, when I was pregnant, I didn't get mad about food. Now I'm lying. Not like pregnant, that, though. Not like that, though. I was on my cycle.
Yeah.
Period. But anyway.
But the periods, they suck. So the week before, I'm upset. I tell Nick, I'm like, I know when I'm on different phases of my cycle because I'll look crazy to myself when I get dressed. And I know that's crazy, but like that luteal phase right before your period. Bloated. Not even bloated, just the decisions of clothes I decide to wear. Like, you know, sometimes you wear all black. Sometimes I want to dress up. Sometimes I don't. But it just seemed like the shit I put on don't be hitting like I think in my head. And I go to work looking crazy. And it's like, well, why did I wear these shoes with this shirt and pants? I don't know. But I just couldn't get my mind to focus on what I really wanted to wear. So I just ended up wearing a bunch of random shit. So
do you really feel like you? Maybe that's your style. Do you feel like you was crazy?
Not all the time. That's why it's like sometimes. And it's like when I have to get up and go to work. Because that's why I be late every day. Because I be trying to figure out what to wear. Yes. We used to wear uniforms in school, so we never had to deal with this type of shit. It wasn't until I got to college I was like, oh, let me put on an outfit. And even college, I was like, well, I'm going to just wear my sweatpants everywhere. So now I'm like, let me figure out what to wear. But yeah, it to myself, and I may not look crazy to anybody else, but when I'm getting dressed in the morning, I'm like, damn, my mind won't focus. Yeah. And then it's worse when you on your period because you don't want to wear anything that makes you uncomfortable.
Too tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. But just realizing just different points. One, realizing that I had PMDD, and then realizing that I did not want to take birth control that allowed me to pay attention to my body more and to become more in tune with my cycle. Yeah. And so being aware of how my body changes at different parts of the month have helped me, you know, connect with my femininity and to honor myself, honestly. Right. Yeah. There was one time I took off. I told Nick to flip a coin because I wanted to take off. And I didn't know if I should or not, but we weren't doing anything at work. And he flipped the coin twice and it didn't land on the one I told him to say if I would stay. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just stay home anyway. I slept all day and I didn't wake up till after 2 o'clock. And my body, like, I started my cycle later that week, but I just remember thinking I'm glad I honored myself and slept all day like I did because obviously I needed it. And when my cycle started, it wasn't as hard on my body because I had taken that day of rest. So, Honoring your body is important.
So important. And then even if people around you are kind of like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know? Take that nap.
Yeah. Take off if you need to.
Take off. Take off.
Eat that meal. Honestly, you have to tell yourself that. And the world is not set for women to feel comfortable anyway.
It's not.
So you have to take that time for yourself. If it's a sick day, they don't need to know what sickness you have.
No.
Take your sick day.
They shouldn't be asking that anyway.
They shouldn't. And if they do ask, tell them your pussy is bleeding and you need to go take a nap.
And just say it just like that.
Exactly.
My vagina is bleeding.
I say that shit every month. If he asks me what's wrong, my uterus is falling out. Can you do anything about it? Can I have your dick? Can we trade? No. Well, then don't talk to me. You could have got me pregnant and then I wouldn't have had to deal with this, but then I would have cussed you out for the next 9 months. So
it's not actually that bad. Well, it just depends. I
feel like I would like being pregnant, honestly.
I hated it, but I wish that I liked it.
Well, you had 2 of them things going at the same time.
I did. I feel like I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I only had one baby.
Yeah.
I really would have. But I was just tired all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even go to work like that.
I understand.
I worked at a job I had to be in person.
Yeah.
And I fucking had to take off almost every other fucking day. I brought hella snacks. Wouldn't eat the snacks. I would go to the food court and get food.
Damn.
Girl. I should have knew. Like, there was so many. There was so many signs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Pregnancy is wild.
It's wild having a vagina, period. Like, you have the world between your legs and they want to tell you we can't sell it for nothing. Like, it's illegal for me to sell my own coochie.
They shouldn't be like, you know, we all know that we shouldn't have to have people making decisions.
No.
Court order decisions.
Court Supreme Justices. They not even fucking at that age in
about
the Supreme
other
Court.
People's bodies.
It's already hard enough.
Govern the fucking state, nigga. Why are you worried about me? Of all the things to worry about, literally of all the things to worry about in the world, people took their time to tell people what they can and cannot do with their body.
Yeah.
Nigga, we gonna be out here just like people be smoking weed when they feel like we gonna be doing the fuck we wanna do with our fucking bodies. Exactly. Because y'all do not rule our bodies. Exactly. Y'all got our tax dollars. Hell, and all other dollars they go with it. But anyway.
People are going to do what they want to do. And that's the great thing about having agency over ourselves.
Yeah.
Because you can't sell your coochie, but you can make an OnlyFans. So there's ways around all the rules. But also, you know, you do what you want with your body. Make your money. Don't let it make you.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
We were talking about menstrual cycles. So you have the menstrual cycle where you're bleeding. Right. Then you have the ovulation cycle, and then you have the luteal phase. Menstrual, no, oh my gosh, now I'm getting confused. Follicular, ovulation, luteal. So it's that luteal stage where I'm getting sad and shit, and I feel myself depleting. Now I've had my cycle, so now I'm in my ovulatory phase. So I'm in a good point. I'm happy today. But yeah.
I think I'm in my yeah. Well, no.
You just came up with yours.
Follicular?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. I know I'm in my ovulatory phase because I feel like a bad bitch.
That's a good place to be. I do. Why you take your hair down?
Because I wanted to sleep comfortably.
Look, I knew something was different. I kept looking at your hair like something's different.
Yeah, girl, I was trying to lean back in that recliner and I couldn't because of the 2 balls in the bed. And I was like, I can do it again. So I was like, I'm going to take this shit down and take a good sleep tonight.
Girl, I'll tell you, no rollers just ass to sleep in. I'm going to have to wait till my hair get longer.
Yeah. I want to do it with, you know, them pipe cleaners. Mm-hmm. I want to do some curls with those when my hair gets a little longer. Yeah. I took some from work. I need to try to, like, practice on my bangs or something. But, yeah, I be wanting to sleep comfortable. So, my sleep is very important to me.
That's why I only put those braids in my hair for one day and take them out. Because I can't. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to be happy with my hair like that. But, yes. So
we're talking, so menstrual cycles and the moon. If you pay attention to the moon, there's always a time of a new moon and a full moon. And so the different phases, the new moon represents new cycles. The full moon really represents releasing endings. We're about to have a full moon in Capricorn tomorrow, our second one of the year. That's really transiting my 8th house.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Mine is in the 12th house. And I'm excited.
Really?
I am. I feel like the weight that I had on my shoulders is lifting. Because Sagittarius is a more spirited, like it's a optimistic, more it just helps you to be more.
It's got that Jupiter energy,
Yeah. And so I can feel myself ready to expand in the places that I want to expand in.
Yeah.
Like all of the dumb shit that I've done up until now. Yeah. Don't seem so dumb. Yeah. It just seems like, okay, you were just trying to figure it out. Like, how an ant can. Don't ask me how I know this, but like if you draw a line in front of an ant.
They'll go around
They'll go around it, or they'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, "What the fuck? How do I get over this little line that whatever this fucking thing is?" That's how I was feeling.
Yeah.
Being able to have something to say, like being able to have something to make sense of that makes me feel better too. But yeah, I just feel like I knew where I was going, but the obstacle, whatever this loop is that I was in, I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't see how to get out of it. Mm-hmm. And so now with Capricorn in my 12th house, my sun is in my 12th house.
Yeah.
So, with, what is that? It's a conjunction. Mm-hmm. With this, I just feel like it's going to be real major.
Yeah.
Going forward, I feel, I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever, work has to be done with this, because I know that I can get it done. The fortune cookie says the shit. It says you have the endurance for the long haul. And I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Bossy Bruja. Mm-hmm. I love her so much. But she said something in her podcast, and her podcasts are really very short. They're really short. But I remember her saying something about like being afraid of the work or being afraid of being tired. In a sense, like I feel like I'm afraid of being tired because I have so much shit already to do. Yeah. And so on top of that, I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna be so tired. I'm gonna be doing all of this. I'm gonna be doing the business. If I get this job, I'm gonna be having this working home job. I'm gonna be having to take care of the kids. Yeah. Got this man in the background making all this noise. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as much as I'm making it a bigger deal than what it is, because I have done worse. I have had to work my way through harder shit. Yes. But this feels really hard now because this is what I'm dealing with today. This is what I'm dealing with in this phase of life. Yeah. I've done harder things. Yeah. Like I have. Yeah. I don't know. I think we get comfortable. We start to be like happy in the place that we're at. Mm-hmm. And we don't want to move forward because we already know what this. We're comfortable with what we know here. This is familiar. Yeah. Look at me having a quote that I screenshot, and I ain't even playing this.
Yeah.
But it was something that said, it might have been on Pinterest, but it had like a. Let me just find it real fast. I'm sorry. I'm slowing this down. There it is. Last night I made a collage for my thing of a vision board.
Yeah. Did you find it?
Mm-hmm. So it says familiarity. You know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Mattered. Water wouldn't boil fish. Ain't that some shit?
If familiarity mattered, water wouldn't boil fish.
Like it wouldn't. Isn't that deep? That's deep as hell.
I need to sit here and think about it, because it is deep. If familiarity mattered, water wouldn't boil fish.
The thing that you're so comfortable with, wouldn't be your enemy. Wouldn't end up being your enemy if you didn't need to grow from it. I think that's kind of what I got out of it. Like me being in a situation, me not wanting to move, me not wanting to grow out of the situation that I'm currently in because I'm comfortable in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on,
you know what? Because I'm gonna just make a side point. I've never known anybody to boil fish. So I think that's throwing me off, because I'm thinking of frying fish, and I'm like, well, shit. I mean, because oil is wet. But if familiarity mattered, water wouldn't boil a fish.
Because the fish, it grows in the fucking water. It lives. It's born in the water.
I'm gonna guess it's like it can still be harmful to you.
Yeah.
Even if you know it, even if you know what it is.
It's similar to the one where it's like the goldfish in a too small of a bowl kind of thing.
Yeah.
I hope people know what I'm talking about.
I mean, leave a comment somewhere or message us on our social media so we can further this debate.
So we can make sure that we know.
Yes.
I feel like this thing I found at like 3:00 in the morning was hidden.
Yeah.
So let me know.
Yeah, let us know. Let's further this discussion.
This is wild.
Yeah. But since there's a full moon tomorrow, releasing ideas of things that we may not have been able to do or shortcomings. This is transit in my 8th house, which is really something I haven't really looked at before, like in my chart. Like, oh, 8th house, yeah, but like I have Capricorn there, so
that's like it's associated with
death,
Pluto. Well,
with
Mars,
Pluto regeneration. Yeah. And I feel like
occulty things.
Yeah.
It's a really, I want to say sexuality. and I want to say that it's just kind of like, I want to say it's like shared finances.
Yeah.
Shared things that you have with others.
Mm-hmm. It is. I should have brought my note cards out here because I have that wrote down. And I started like a note section about it too. But it's in my 8th house with Capricorn. And there's Neptune there, I think. But I'm excited. I feel like part of me is going to be shed, and that I'm going to lean deeper into my power that I didn't know I had. I'm excited about it though. That's the second one.
Scorpio-ish. So very like I feel like that's a good house for the moon to be in. A full moon to be in.
Really?
I think so.
We got Neptune there.
You say you have Neptune there too?
In my 12th house, in my 8th house of Capricorn, yeah.
You got a lot of movement in there. A lot of things going on.
Yeah. And then my same in my 9th house is like right there, so fun times.
Shit, I got Neptune. I got the Sun, Neptune. I I wouldn't say Uranus.
In Capricorn.
And then the moon touching it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting time
it
for
is.
everybody.
But I'm excited. So that's the full moon, and then as we do these podcasts, we can talk about different moon phases as we come.
I think that the most important thing that for everybody to know about the moon in Capricorn is just kind of don't overthink it. I feel like once you allow your body to move in the dark, like once you just let yourself be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Just do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really just think just move with your body.
Yeah.
Just kind of like what we're talking about today about the cycles. Like the cycles, literally just do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Very small advice, but very helpful, I think.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to be doing that shit too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, do you want to talk about what other phase? We talk about all of them already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did. I think the daily rituals was next.
Okay.
I mean, because I feel like with the moon cycles, if you're going to follow the phases of the moon, then hopefully you'll have some daily rituals that'll help you stay grounded so that when you do those moon phase rituals, you're aware of how it affects you from day to day. Yeah. So since the podcast is called Roots, Rituals, and Real Talk, we have to talk about some of our daily rituals that we have for ourselves. I think the morning routine, my morning and my evening routine set the tone for everything. So I feel like your morning routine, your early morning routine, I'm not one to get up early, but whenever I get up, what I do in the morning sets the tone for my energy all day. So stretching. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I keep my Florida water by my bedside, and I cleanse my third eye, my heart, and the back of my neck, because I heard you can keep spirits like to latch onto the back of your neck. So I put some Florida water back there, and I try to pray, and then I'll stretch. Recently, I like going outside and at least breathing in the fresh air, but if it's too hot, then I ain't. But sit outside, and then, yeah, I might, it depends on the day, but I'll use some Palo Santo to like cleanse myself before I get ready to go out for the day. But stretching, moving my body, and just being still. I try not to look at my phone at least for 30 minutes before I like wake up for real, because I know I'm not all the way there. So yeah, what are some of your daily rituals?
I am a very early riser.
I know.
I get up at around, if I don't get out of bed at 4:30, I'm awake at 4:30. And a lot of times I try to just make sure that I'm out of bed by 5.
Yeah.
Meditate. I write in my journal before I get on the mat. So I do a little bit of yoga. I have to stretch too.
Yeah.
I've been getting into weights. It's not big weights or nothing like that, but you know, your girl is going up in the scale because I'm building a little bit of something. Yeah. But you know, I try to do my workouts. Moving my body. I have to move my body because as an Aries moon, I store all of my anger, all of my emotions are stored. That's for everybody, but for me in particular, if you don't want to see me mad ever, I have to move my body. Yeah. So I move my body, shower, I cook for the kids. You know, I got kids, too many kids. You know, get breakfast and stuff ready. Yeah. I listen to audiobooks. Depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah. I'm a romantic audiobook reader. Yeah. And then sometimes I do my, you know, my self-help books. Yeah. Self-help I have to do in small amounts. Yeah. Because I overwhelm myself. I understand that. And I found that I can't listen to a self-help book like I listen to my other books. Yeah. Because it's too much. I understand for sure. That's why you gotta take these
take your time in your spiritual journey,
Definitely.
in your work, in your shadow work. You don't have to fix every problem as soon as you're aware of it. Some things take time to process. Mm-hmm. It's taken me almost a year to read some books, and I'm still not finished, but it takes time to sit with all of those things.
Emotion.
Yeah. So that's good you're aware of that.
It's shadow work is something that I've been doing. I mean, it's something that I've been doing for like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Like consciously.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how like I want it to be done so bad. Like I want it to be all over, and then bam, something else hits you. It goes back to me talking about how that line, like it's just like somebody does it every couple of months.
Yeah. And you like, gotta reset.
Read the fuck set.
Yeah.
But yeah, I listen to audiobooks while I'm getting, the house in order. Yeah. Everybody should be fed and happy and leaving me alone by like 8:30. Okay. And then around 9, get in the shower and do all my stuff like that. Like if I don't have it, if I don't have at least that part in order, that day gonna be we all gonna get in bed chaotic. All fucking day.
And if I don't get up and do my routine, saying my day is chaotic. Like if I sleep in too long and then I think I don't need to do all the other stuff like stretch, I'm off the rest of the day. So like my routine is very important, and my sleep is probably the second most important thing to me. Yeah. So
we shouldn't have bought them. We didn't know that was gonna be that way. It's lepidolite.
The crystal of the day is lepidolite.
And my notes are shit. So I love this crystal in particular because, well, it's helpful for it's helpful for your hormones during your menstrual cycle. It is a mood stabilizer. It has lithium in it, and so it's what people are prescribed that need help with. Obviously stabilizing their moods, but it's an actual drug that's prescribed to people. Yeah. So I gravitated towards it maybe a week before I actually started my cycle, and I want to say that it helped me a lot to be a lot more gentler with myself. It helped me to be more gentle. More gentle. I don't know why.
It's okay.
I felt so old.
I know what you meant though. It's fine.
I made up a word again.
Be more gentler.
More gentler. Well, it may help me to be more gentle with myself and with my kids. It helped me figure out that I was being a little bit over the top with my man. It kind of my notes kind of okay. I'm gonna read the properties and everything for this, just for anybody that's curious. This looks like mine. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Okay. It is mined as a source of the element lithium, along with other rare earth elements. Like I already said, that lithium is a mood stabilizer. They also have lithium is also in rechargeable batteries, cell phones, toasters, and other electronics. And this particular crystal is known as the grandmother stone for its nurturing and calming properties. According to tinyrituals.com, it soothes anxiety, relieves depression, and promotes emotional healing by balancing the mind and spirit, primarily through its lithium content. I found it at my local crystal shop, so you can find it anywhere. I would recommend it for all of those things, and you know what I'm saying. Also, our sponsor, Evolving the Centric. If you're looking for a necklace, a bracelet, a ring, if you want something like that, then go ahead and go to Instagram and go to Evolving the Centric, and send me a DM. Send them a DM.
Yes.
Us a DM. And we can definitely help you find something like that if you're interested. And,
yes.
Yeah.
And you can find us at Roots, Rituals, and Real Talk on Instagram and on YouTube and wherever podcasts are played. You can find us on Instagram at I am Lapis Lazuli _ in between Lapis and after Lazuli.
And at Brown Sugar Soul, and with soul just put a 0 instead of an O. Yeah.
Yes. Catch us on the next one.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye.